Big day for Irish music here on 2FM. Inhaler are back with a brand new album and is out today. They're also playing St Anne's Park this coming summer. And when we were chatting to Eli a couple of months back, just before Christmas, we were chatting to Eli and Rob and they said the album is like a nice warm hug. And you know what, guys? It really, really is. Stunning work from the lads. Congratulations to them. We are going to hear the title track live in Studio 8 right now from Inhaler on 2FM. This is Open Wide. 2FM with me, Tracy Clifford. We are delighted to have Inhaler back in studio today. Open Wide is on release and welcome to Studio 8, guys. How are you?
Oh, good. Very good. It was good to have the album out.
And you know what I have to say? I have listened to the album in full and I have a few things to say about it. Now, the last time I was chatting to you, Eli, you said it was like a warm hug. And I hadn't heard the album at that time. And then when I listened to it, I was like, it is. Yeah. It sucks you in with the first song, Eddie in Darkness. And it envelopes you in just joy and good vibes.
Yeah, which is, I guess, what we were feeling when we made it. So glad that came across and it's not just gloom.
It's not just gloom. But was that the intention? Obviously, you're working with Kid Harpoon and he's worked with people like Harry Styles and Kings of Leon and stuff like that. So was that did you have like a spider diagram and you're like, this is what we want to achieve?
Yeah. He kind of just, I don't know, his energy just kind of informed how we were going to be. Like it wasn't, the only thing we went into the album with was we wanted to follow our gut a bit more. And your first instinct maybe is the correct one. That was the kind of rule. And then he was just such a laugh that it just all flowed really naturally. And he's a close friend now, I'd say.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. So what is the thing that Kid made you do differently? You know, is there anything different or strange, or was it like just a different experience? You're laughing there as if there was something you can't talk about, which I like.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess going back to the thing of like your first instinct being maybe the right one, I guess we kind of just did like fewer takes each. He kind of like his whole mantra was kind of like, let's capture something that feels good, sounds good, and if we have any questions about it later on, we can always revisit it. But let's just kind of capture something that excites us now and not lose that.
Yeah, basically, if you're overthinking it, it's probably not that good.
Yeah.
It's kind of his vibe.
That's good. Yeah. How long were you working on it?
A long time.
I guess from January last year was kind of the initial beginning of the writing, but there are like demos that have been knocking around since like 2021.
How do you know when it's done? Like, is that someone like Kid tells you it's done, or you guys know yourselves?
I don't think a deadline. Yeah, when the deadline comes, we're like, okay, we got to put this to bed.
Are you like me? Do you work better under pressure when you know it has to be sent in? Like your assignment in college has to be given in by the Monday.
I think so. I think that's.
I'm not like that. I've never been like that.
You don't like deadlines at all, or you're like, I don't give a damn.
No, but they have to. You have to.
But we especially need those deadlines because we just are terrible at finishing anything.
Yeah, like Tom Grennan's got the studio next month, so you got to get out.
Got to get out. Yeah.
That's true, isn't it?
Tell me now if the weirdest place or the weirdest thing that you might have used to record this album. Were you in a strange place? Did you use any new instruments? Like, what is different to the sound?
We used gospel singers as an instrument on this album, which was very new and quite wild.
Lovely.
And beautiful as well.
Yeah, turned out to be really great.
Yeah, lovely.
They're amazing. That was new for us. What else? I don't know.
Weird
Ryan
places.
Was playing Roto drums, those mad 80 drums.
Oh yeah, like the kind of Princey sound.
He looked very strange on them, but really cool as well.
I felt very strange. Yeah.
Speaking about drums as well, on the song Open Wide, when I first heard, obviously we're going to hear it now stripped down in Studio 8, but on the album, there's a nice little housey beat at the start. Like, I could mix that into something in a club.
Yeah. Well,
do you know what I mean?
On that. You better do that.
I'm there. Let's do it. I don't know what the BPM is, but like, I mean...
Yeah.
Neither do I.
But I could
I depend on Louis, our keyboard player, to tell us all.
I'll check it out for you and I'll let you know.
Thank you.
But I can actually hear a housey vibe, a dance beat at the start of that song, which it's quite funky.
Well, it was kind of
Open
a house...
Wide, you mean?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
It was kind of a house demo for like 3 years and we never really touched it.
It was a full house demo.
One.
We actually still, like, we have a version that you probably could mix.
Yeah.
But we decided to veer away.
It wasn't Inhaler, put it that way.
Yeah, we tried. We met in the middle because we still kind of wanted to hold on to that kind of feeling. It's kind of like a trancey kind of housey feeling.
It is.
Yeah.
I got that the minute I heard it. Was there any, I always ask this question, was there any bizarre disagreements when you guys were in the studio together? And what was it about and what was the outcome?
I can think of one thing we agreed on,
One whole thing.
which is what we ate every day.
Oh Jesus!
That was bizarre.
We agreed every day to eat the same thing every day, so
Yeah.
we wouldn't waste time thinking about it.
That is actually quite regimented
Tom's idea,
and time saving.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
military vibes.
Might have worked for the music, but not for our bodies.
What was it, by the way? Was it something healthy?
Nando's.
It was a bizarre experience. I think we got it 2 days in a row. Initially,
After the first week,
and then
you start to get.
I think Tom on like day 3 or 4 was like, we need to set ourselves a challenge here. Should we get it every single day? And initially it sounded like a great idea. By week 2 I was like, lads, I'm dying.
But
here.
after week 2, it starts to get good again.
It did start to get better.
Yeah.
To be
So
honest,
this album is
yeah.
brought to you by Chicken, yes?
Yeah,
pretty
Okay.
much.
I think
Specifically Nando's, yeah.
I was not expecting that answer.
Nobody is. We were expecting it.
What song from the album nearly didn't make it? And are you delighted that's on it now?
Concrete.
Yeah.
Loads of people were trying to axe it, and we were like, no.
Yeah.
We were like, please, let's keep it.
Yeah.
And you were a united front.
Yeah, we were pretty united.
were
actually.
actually,
Yeah.
I think we were pretty united on all the songs. Though. All 13 songs were the only ones we brought to the studio.
Okay.
And yeah, the conversation came as like, might be one song too long. We were like, nope, it's
Nope.
not.
Yeah.
And is there a reason why you wanted to keep it?
13's an unlucky number, so we just thought we'd try and prove people wrong. No, that's cool. To be honest, they're just all the songs that are on the album were just always going to be the ones. We didn't we brought them to Tom, and we had originally I think we had 14. Maybe we did cut 1 or 2,
Yeah.
but then it just felt right, and sometimes it just feels right, and we were just like, we like all of them were, as Eli says, all of them were our favorites at one point in time. So it's kind of hard to then turn your back on like a song
Yeah.
that you used to, even if you didn't like it in that moment, you had something in the past, or you might like it in the future. Because it's kind of that's happened to us as well. Like we kind of this week, I'm kind of enjoying a certain song more than 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, I love that with an album. When you
Yeah.
come back and you kind of go, God, I haven't really given this song much attention, and then you love it again. It just means it keeps on giving, which is, I always think, the essence of a brilliant album.
Yeah.
You guys are playing St. Anne's in the summer, so which is going to be absolutely brilliant, and you're going to be there with all of the people who have been listening to music for a long time now, which is fantastic.
Hope so.
If people are listening to this album Open Wide, which is out today, would you recommend them listening on headphones, phone speaker, like your phone speaker, or is it like the car speaker? Like, where does your album sound the best?
Definitely in the car.
I think it's a car.
I was going to say it actually sounds good off the phone.
It does, yeah.
Which is good, because most people
Yeah, yeah.
at the time, people
I think
do.
more
I'm
so
biased.
maybe-
It sounds good on everything.
More so maybe.
Good
than-
answer.
More so maybe than the other albums. I just feel like sonically we may have landed a little bit more on the phone side of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, things on the phone, they sounded good.
Yeah.
So for people who want to learn the songs for the big homecoming in St. Anne's Park this summer, phones, car speakers, or
Any of
everywhere.
it. Yeah.
Everywhere. Listen, you're going to do another song for us here on 2FM. Thank you so much, Inhaler. Continued success. We love the album. You are right; it is a warm hug.
Oh, it's very good.
It's lovely to listen to, and thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank
Tracy.
you.
Thanks, Reece.
Thanks, Tracy.
From Studio 8, that is Inhaler doing stripped down versions of 2 songs from their new album Open Wide, title track Open Wide, and Your House as well. Love that. Great to chat to the lads in flying form when we were chatting to them a couple of weeks back when we recorded that for Studio 8. The album is out today. It is called Open Wide, and we will see them playing here on these shores in St. Anne's Park in the summer. As I was saying at the start of this interview, the album is like a warm hug. It definitely is. There's something for everyone in it too. And they're just lovely guys. Great to chat to them. And you learn something about the recording of an album. This one was brought to you by Chicken.